What's up, everybody? It's Josh, and holy crap, there are new crazy leaks out there for the post-credit scenes of Multiverse of Madness. And spoiler warning, guys, because we actually think these could be real. This is nuts, man. I want to break down both of the scene descriptions, and then, of course, I want to talk about how these scenes, if they are real, actually prove a lot of our other theories to be true as well. But first, let's talk about why we actually think these could be real. There are three main reasons why we think these are actually real. Number one of the scenes that's described in this new leak actually mirrors a scene that is described in one of the very first plot leaks for Multiverse of Madness that many people point to today as being the most accurate leak that we've ever had. Like, almost all of the big things that you're hearing the big YouTubers, TikTokers, and influencers talk about when it comes to Multiverse of Madness can be traced back to this first plot leak, which, you know, as more and more stuff came out, we were like, whoa, seems like that plot leak could be real. The second reason that people think this could be real is because there's an Instagram account that is linked to My Time to Shine Hello, who is a very big leaker and scooper out there. Now, there's no way of knowing whether or not this Instagram account is actually coming from the actual My Time to Shine Hello. In fact, I kind of have my doubts that it could be the real My Time to Shine Hello. But that account and whoever runs it, they do a lot of weird stuff, I think, to throw people off. So this could be one of those things. Regardless, that Instagram account did say that these post-credit scenes are real. And the third reason, and maybe this is just me, but this has to do with Deadpool, because Deadpool is a part of one of these post-credit scenes, and the discourse between different insiders and scoopers about Deadpool being in the film or not being in the film, well, I think a lot of confusion could be explained by this post-credit scene being added sort of late into the game. So this is why some people are saying he's absolutely not in the film, because maybe he's not in the film and just in this post-credit scene.
But I'm really not in the movie.
But now let's read these juicy post-credit scenes. And wherever you are at watching this video, just be on the lookout, because I've heard Detective Kevin Feige is on the case and trying to figure out everybody who's talking about the leaks for this movie. So let's start with the mid-credit scene. So the scene is described as Doctor Strange sleeping after the events of Multiverse of Madness, and he has a nightmare where he sees himself training an apprentice, a ruined New York City, a dead Wong, Dormammu's sister Umar, and a glimpse of Kang the Conqueror. He then wakes up with a third eye and hears the voice of Clea, played by Charlize Theron, saying, "Help me." And good God, there's a lot of stuff to unpack in this scene. So first of all, I totally buy the thing where he is having visions and dreams. This is something that's been done before with characters like Thor and Tony Stark to set up events that we would see going on in the Infinity Saga, taking us to Thanos Quest, Infinity Gauntlet, basically just the live-action version of those stories, which ended up being Infinity War and Endgame. Him training an apprentice could be Billy Maximoff, or a version of Billy, who is, of course, one of Wanda's kids. He eventually becomes a Wiccan, very powerful sorcerer, perhaps destined to replace Doctor Strange as the Sorcerer Supreme. It could honestly be anybody, but it's interesting that he has an apprentice that he's training. Seeing a dead Wong kind of makes sense, as this would be a huge inciting incident to set Strange on some kind of crazy path. And if Wong is indeed going to remain Sorcerer Supreme, it's likely some crazy plan out there to take over the universe would, you know, set to kill or take Wong out of the equation. Dormammu's sister, that's a really interesting one. I don't know what to make of that, but Clea, of course, is also related to Dormammu and a love interest of Doctor Strange. So maybe there's something really weird going on with Dormammu, alternate realities, magic, and perhaps all of this is going to be coming into play with the multiversal war as we head towards Secret Wars. Speaking of that multiversal war, seeing Kang the Conqueror makes total sense, man. This could be the beginning of those crazy post-credit scenes and tie-ins that they did with Thanos, which took us to Infinity War and Endgame. So technically then he's awake and he has that crazy third eye on him. Now this was again something described in that very old plot leak that I referenced earlier in this video, which makes me think this is real. Charlize Theron playing Clea, by the way, also a very big deal. This is more or less confirmed by Daniel Richtman out there saying that he thinks this is what's going to happen. Her saying, "Help me" to Strange is very cool and important, but will likely tie into how she is used in the movie itself. So, not too much crazy stuff we can get into with that, but I just think this is a big thing being set up that will establish our Stephen Strange as having even more knowledge of the multiverse and yet a new quest to try to stop this crazy destructive force. Maybe it is Kang, maybe it is something that Kang is fighting against. I think all of this stuff will just take us towards Secret Wars. Now, the end credit scene is described as Deadpool along with Cable, Domino, and Vanessa exploring the Illuminati facility due to the Illuminati's multiversal gates being left open after the Wanda fight. Deadpool is joking with the bodies of some members, including making a reference to The Office. Deadpool then makes a joke / fourth wall break about Patrick Stewart's Professor X being dead again for the third time. Now, I think this would be super funny, such a great scene for the Deadpool character, a really fun way to utilize this character, bring him into the MCU. But it's the fact that this Illuminati facility having multiversal doors that are still open, and the fact that that location will be visited post-film, that's really what excites me. I have this really big theory that that facility, that place where the Illuminati watches over the multiverse, is going to be utilized by Doctor Strange, our Doctor Strange, as we head towards Secret Wars. Now, there's a whole lot of reasons that I feel that way. A lot of this has to do with the Hickman run-up to his Secret Wars and how there was this big multiversal craziness thing going on. And I just think having a setting like this, a place that is outside of the multiverse but has access to different universes within the multiverse, what a key perfect location for a character like Doctor Strange to have access to as we head towards Secret Wars. So here's the overall deal here, ladies and gentlemen. If these scenes are accurately described, and I think they are at least 70% accurate, maybe some of these things will change, maybe this is a current cut of them and some of the stuff will get moved around, but to me there's a lot of smoke here. I think there's fire. I think they're real, and I think all of this will serve to set up an absolutely incredible story heading towards Secret Wars, involving Kang, involving visions that Strange is having of the multiverse, Clea, and there's tie into the supernatural side of the multiverse, and perhaps we'll get more of an explanation of how that will work with the Dwellers in Darkness, the Fear Lords, Dormammu. What is the deal with all of that exactly? I think we'll get a lot of answers in Multiverse of Madness, and we'll have way more questions in front of us as we then head into the next crazy chapter, which I think would be Quantumania. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section below, and I hope wherever you are at when this video finds you, you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.